So y'all are part of the National Action Network, correct?
Correct.
All right. All of Atlanta.
Yes. So there's different chapters. The first chapter was started by Reverend Al Sharpton in New York.
Of course.
And since then, there's been chapters all around the country established. And then Atlanta had a chapter that went inactive in around 2022. I was approached around 2 months ago about restarting the chapter, which is how I got the vice president position. And then I reached out to my brother Keyshawn because I knew that he was also diligent and serviceable in that space. So I was like, come on, let's go change the world.
Pretty much, Devon said,
right.
Keyshawn,
Period.
I know you can actually get the stuff done.
Yeah.
Of course.
I
I
ain't gotta worry. I ain't gotta worry about you flaking or anything like
That's
that.
right.
I know, I get it. But yeah, if you're just tapping in with us, we do have 2 men of Morehouse in the building today. We got Devon and Keyshawn from the National Action Network, Atlanta chapter here, kicking it with us. Dope Morehouse students. So tell us about what's going on campus, what y'all got going on. What's the temperature like?
I can start first. For me, I serve in a few multitude of roles, especially with me being a senior. I've seen everything that could have happened at Morehouse has happened to me or around me. I serve as the mentorship chair for Collegiate 100, which is the collegiate chapter of 100 Black men. I serve as a chapel assistant. I serve as a student ambassador. I serve as the head manager for the House of Folk Marching Band. I serve in a lot of different roles, but the culture on campus right now, everybody's tired. It's final season. Well, finals just ended on Friday. Everybody's tired. Everybody ready to go home. We miss our families. We miss our mommies. We miss our dads. You know. And then for the few of us that live here, we just want a break. Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, they stressful. They be stressing us out. But we make it through. So
I understand. I understand. So one of the things that we brought up on the show a couple of weeks ago or a month ago was about the student who got into the altercation with the other student at Clark Atlanta University, where, you know, there was a scuffle. There was an argument happened on the bus, on the shuttle. Got off the shuttle. Morehouse student yokes up the girl, chokes her out, lets her go. Morehouse, Clark Atlanta both put out a statement. I personally haven't heard anything else about it, and I definitely haven't talked to any of the students. I have actually an intern who works at Morehouse. But I didn't even ask him, like, yo, what's new going on over there? So, can y'all give us what's the pulse like on campus? How are y'all feeling? What's going on? Are people? I know, again, finals is gone, so most people are gone. But was there any resolve or updates or whatever like that?
Yeah, so I would speak to it. So when the first video came out, when I saw it, I thought it was really, really, really horrible and crazy and disrespectful. But not only that, Morehouse have had a lot of unknown Title IX cases that has not been reported for decades or even years to come. And this is the first time that I've seen since I've been at Morehouse for 2 years that the college, even the president of the school, wrote out a statement to the community. And I thought that was something. We have a long way to go. I know that there is still talks about training, more additional training. I know us and SGA, we're very eager about that. That's very important. Myself, I get training about how to report Title IX cases and also about that process. I'm also doing some additional work with our chapel assistance program to really ensure that we really stand on and really believe there to be there for our women, but also keep doing these trainings. I don't believe in doing trainings during NSO and then we never hear about it again. I think it should be a once a semester thing because it's very important. Like I said, I feel bad for the Clark student. She has said this has happened multiple times, but the school didn't do anything. She got kicked from Clark because of this issue. And so
she got kicked out?
Well, not per se.
Okay.
But not per se.
Okay.
But this has happened before with that student.
Okay. You're saying that there's been an issue with that student before.
Yes.
And things have happened with other people.
So there's a common denominator.
So you think like there's a common denominator.
There's a common denominator.
Okay.
And so, you know, me personally as a leader, not only in the community, not only here in Atlanta, but here in California, who a lot of people saw it, including my church, saw it. They feel like there should be more that should be done from our administration to our SGA, especially to the men of Morehouse. We're getting slandered all over the nation because we're not really standing for it. And I stand on what not only our values as men of Morehouse, as Morehouse men, but I also stand on I'm there for the women to tell their stories. I believe she hasn't really had the opportunity to share her story until now. So, Devon?
Yeah, Devon.
Yeah, Devon.
Don't try to skate now, Devon. Okay.
I share a similar point of view, but it's also very different.
Okay.
I do know the woman that was in the video.
Okay.
Not on a very like personal point of view, but we and her have interacted a few times.
Okay.
I also know what the common denominator of the argument was from that shuttle, which it was stupid. She approached a guy because the guy accidentally stepped on her shoes. We're in school. People step on my shoe all day, every day. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm going to dust them off, walk on.
Yeah.
But she decided to approach a grown man. And she got a response from a grown man. Now, dude, is that grown man right? Not at all. Everything that's coming for that boy, he deserves. Right?
Okay.
That's how I feel, honestly. However, I also don't want to take away from the fact that he also might have had some mental health problems if we want to talk about it.
Okay.
That wasn't just a lash out episode. That wasn't just I'm targeting you, so I'm going to attack you. No,
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
something mentally going on, which was
You can
clear
see
in the
that.
video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so instead of us slandering him around the internet, slandering men of Morehouse around the internet, slandering Morehouse men on the internet, why don't we just get our black men some help?
Yeah. No, I think y'all raised some good points. As an alum as well, I said this on the show that I didn't condone his actions or anything like that. Like, there's no way that you can sit there and tell me that she deserved that or whatever like that. It don't take nothing for you to just say, yo, my bad, you know? But I do think that we do have a certain expectation. And I argue with my other Morehouse brothers, frat brothers and stuff like that about this too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do have a certain expectation that people put on us. You know what I'm saying? Heavy is the crown. Okay, you know, Mother Morehouse holds a crown up to the head. Y'all know the saying, okay? So yeah, we got some expectations. So people around the world are going to look at us as different than everybody else because of the mystique that and the leaders that we produce and the way that we operate in the world. And when you have this ain't the only domestic dispute that's ever happened at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Won't be the last one.
And God forbid, unfortunately, it won't be the last. But I think that when these moments happen, like, we as men need to do something to hold each other accountable and to take responsibility for our actions. So it's not like this is what we all agree with and this is what we all stand for, because you only get one incident and now your whole reputation is tarnished.
We were just talking about the temperature of the school. Given the event that happened like a month ago, I wasn't here during that conversation with the boys, so I'm glad to hear a little bit of an update from what y'all could tell us. Because I can kind of read through. Y'all ain't want to say too much, but you said just enough. So let's talk about the organization that you guys are a part of and what we can look forward to, or what the school can look forward to going into 2026. Like, are we doing like new year, new situation? Because y'all just got approached, 2022, or kind of like.
So I just got approached this year.
Okay.
2 months ago.
Okay.
This year.
So what are you changing, Vice President?
Oh, nothing. I'm
Talking to the mic, Dave.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing what I'm seeing what the community likes. We're here for the community. We're starting in Weston, specifically the AUC.
Period.
Because that's where we are. That's where I can see the issues affecting people the most now. From there, of course, we will start branching out, going into Bankhead and all those other surrounding areas. But we have a Christmas toy drive this upcoming Monday, the 20th, I believe. Or I guess that's next month, the 22nd. I'm sorry.
22nd, okay.
Next Monday, at our offices in Weston. We next year, I know we are planning to do like youth huddles on Mondays where we bring all the youth, talk about social justice, talk about changes and things that are affecting them and making changes in that. bringing on Saturdays, I forgot what we call it, like Saturday rallies. There we
Okay.
go. Just to rally people together, bring us together, understand what's going on in our communities or in Atlanta as a whole, and what we need to do to make those changes to make sure that we are best benefited in those ways. Those are just a few things that we're doing. We're still trying to work it all out. Again, I was approached November 22nd.
Okay. So yeah.
So that was literally like
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And it's been amazing since.
Yeah. He hasn't stopped. So since he's been approached, I was approached that following day. We have not stopped. It's been boots on the ground. So
Okay.
we went to an event, we talked on the radio promoting our show, and now we're on this show. But our vision, our goal, we talked with our president, Reverend, as we call him. Our vision for 2026 that me and Devon and our president came up is let's change the world one family, one hood, one city, one state, and one nation at a time.
Okay.
That is our vision for 2026.
Okay.
We have to start where the people are, right? One city, one student, one city, and one state, and now soon to be around the world. So, and one nation. So that is our vision. That's our dream, and we hope to be elected in the next few weeks. We'll be launching our campaigns very soon. My flyer will go up probably today or
Exciting. That's
tomorrow.
exciting.
This is something that again, as God has given us an opportunity to do, and we're ready to take over it and see what's gonna be in it for us. So yeah.
So what's happening in the West End? Because I drove by the other day, and what used to be West End Mall is clearly not boarded up, but they got things. You can clearly
Yeah.
see that they're building something there. What do y'all know about it so far?
From what I do remember, because I sat on the board, so I'm also the secretary to Small Business Advisor Conniff Brown, who's the
Okay.
small business advisor for the city of Atlanta. Um, what I remember sitting in a meeting one day and they were talking about it. And I believe that they're going to take away the mall, rebuild it with like how those apartments be looking with like a mall underneath and then apartments over top.
Okay.
I think that's what they're about to do. I'm not 100% sure again.
Gentrification. It's getting gentrified.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah. That's exactly what's
That's
happening.
but some news about like today, actually, if you know the Taco Bell right there on Lee
Yes.
Street, that actually caught on fire today.
Oh.
It was
What?
engulfed in flames on my
The
way here.
Taco Bell?
The
Okay,
Taco
by
Bell.
the
Not-
churches?
by the
Popeyes?
churches and the Popeyes. Yes.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I've
Not
been
that
there
I
a few-
ate there,
I've
but I'm
been
just
there a few
saying
late
that.
nights. I mean, leaving
mean,
Atlanta,
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
75,
I went to
85
Kennesaw,
right
so
there.
I was
so-
always,
I mean, thank God you survived. But that's crazy.
Yeah, I know that that literally caught on fire today. I got a call about that, and then I drove past it on the way here. I mean, really, what's going on in the West End is it's a real big drug crisis and homeless population
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's what I can see, and that's part of the changes that we want to start changing and basically better support our community.
Mhm.
So that's what we see, that's what we notice, and that's the changes that we plan on trying to help implement, enforce.
Got it. Love it. Love it. Love
If
it.
you're just tuning in, we are talking to the men of Morehouse, Keyshawn and Devon. They are part of National Action Network, organization started by the Reverend Al Sharpton, who does have a show played here on News and Talk WAOK. So wanted to ask y'all are both chapel assistants, and Dean Carter is retiring.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Dean Lawrence Carter is a significant pillar in the Morehouse College community. He's been there forever. And he has shaped the spiritual formation of a lot of great people, great preachers, and great leaders on campus. Just want to know what y'all thoughts are, how y'all feeling with this being his last hurrah, and y'all are being chapel assistants. How y'all feel about that?
I'll start. It for me, it's a bittersweet thing. I've had different experiences than most Morehouse men would with Dean Carter. I've had the privilege of traveling the country and the world with his wife. Her has been to New York, Philadelphia, Louisiana, Israel, like literally traveling the world with her. So I got to know them on a little deeper level. So for me, it's like a grandfather or like a great grandfather just getting pulled away from me. But he deserves it. He has transformed our institution to be one of the greatest that it is in the world now. And he's a huge reason for that.
Yeah, I think for me, my first year I wasn't really active in the chapel. But recently, Dean Carter gave me an opportunity. We were at a fundraiser gala. Our chapel assistants needed some money, and Dean Carter selected me. He's never heard me talk. I never had the opportunity to share my story at Morehouse, and he was able for me to do that. And he was surprised about my story. And not only in that, but I've been in spaces where I've had the chance of meeting so many phenomenal pastors and preachers and world leaders under his leadership. And he's done a lot for almost 5 decades at Morehouse College, and he deserves to be celebrated. And I'm excited to see what his next chapter is. I know he's building a book, and I will be highlighted a little section in his book about our experiences that we've had in Chapel Sisters program. But I'm just so grateful for his life, his legacy, and was excited to be part of it. And he has really shaped my life.
Great, great. Before we let y'all go, I want to know, as y'all being men of Morehouse, one that's about to leave and transition to being a Morehouse man, the other one got a few more years to go. For anybody who's watching this, whether they have a son or they actually do want to be a part of the Morehouse legacy and stuff like that, what advice can you give them? What should they look forward to? And what do you want to see from Mother Morehouse itself? So I'll let y'all take that and then tell them where they can follow y'all and stuff like that afterwards.
Okay, cool. Some advice I would give to anybody going through Morehouse: it's not easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's very hard mentally, and not just mentally academically, mentally socially, mentally spiritually, mentally financially. It's going to be stressful mentally, and it's going to boil down on are you strong or are you not? And if you're not, that's okay because you have to build your community there. That's what your Spelman sisters are for. Your Clark cousins, your Morehouse brothers. They're there to uplift you. So make sure you lean on them for that.
And Moby.
Something that I hope comes from Morehouse soon is a big name. And that sounds like weird or crazy, but Morehouse produces big names. And I feel like for the last few years, at least since I've been there, I only know like 2 or 3 that are big names, but they're big names in the communities that I'm a part of, not just big names nationally. Everybody knows who Denzel Washington is. Everybody knows who John David Washington is. Everybody knows who PJ Morton is, right? 2 of them are Morehouse men. One of them is a father, a Morehouse man. But not a lot of people know who a Deshaun Frazier is. And that is my Morehouse brother who graduated in 2022. Now he's big on TikTok. He's been in Tyler Perry movies and all that. So I'm hoping a big name comes out of to put us back on the map, especially after so much negativity at our institution.
Okay, shout out to Deshaun, man.
I would say for me, someone who's entering Morehouse, and I do know some people I have talked to, is that really, really, really don't let anybody discourage you from why you belonged at Morehouse. Oftentimes, I know when I first got there, I was told numerous of things. I was told I was going to be a leader. I was told I was going to be the next SGA president. But then I realized that not everyone who was in your corner is actually there for you. So really knowing who are really your brothers and who are really your friends. And also, what I hope that Morehouse is to see is that I want Morehouse to see that there are first-gen people who have stories that they have never heard of in their life. I want Morehouse to see that there are big names in the West Coast. Morehouse doesn't really promote the West Coast, let alone the Bay Area, as much as they should. There's some amazing people. Zendo, Josiah Harris, he was a former SGA vice president. He's doing some amazing things. And I just want Morehouse to see that there's more than just big names. There are first-gen students who make up 1/3 of the campus who have a lot of potential to be great.